Okay, so we're back in all things Minority Report. I Robot. What is it? I Am Legend type stuff. Not I Am Legend, but still, makes me think Will Smith. Um, Cyberpunk, Terminator, Skynet. It's all things machines. Let's read. It says here, the moment we reach singularity, the moment we reach singularity will be the moment humans become obsolete. You can't see the screen because I'm not recording it. Need to record the screen, Weston. Come on, guy. What are you doing? You want to make YouTube videos? You wanna have YouTube content, but you don't want to record? Come on, brother. What are we doing? Da 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 da. Okay, so you should see it by now. The moment we reach singularity will be the moment humans become obsolete. You can see it. You can see like the AI image already that made this. Um, Humans on the left, and then like this new world of AI on the right, where just AI takes over. Right, Skynet through and through. It is Terminator if I've ever seen it. And the singularity is something that we can't process as humans, because it's like us trying to understand God. We understand how it happens, but we don't understand the amount of information that can be held like that. Because it feels like we feel like ants to giants, right? Let's read. It says here, according to the report from the Independent, the long theorized moment when artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence, intellect begins reshaping the world on its own terms, may already be underway. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman declared this week that humanity has entered the singularity. I would assume it'd make more headlines. A threshold once viewed as a distant potential civilization-altering event. Speaking on the podcast, Altman said, "We are now like in the singularity, like this is the moment." Meaning, I'm assuming like we are encroaching upon it. The moment is here. We're about to cross the threshold, or it's happened. I don't know. He described the development of something that he has anticipated his entire life and predicted it would prove incredible, hugely positive, awesome for the world. The claim marks a striking shift from earlier forecasts that places singularity decades away. Right, and I kept saying that. I kept saying that as fast as we've moved with AI right now, it is the landscape has changed drastically over and over and over. Let me point this down a little bit. So fast that I don't even think we've kept up or realized how much of leaps and bounds it's making, right? We don't even know. We created it, but we don't even know. That's wild. That feels like somebody else is involved, like somebody else is moving the needle faster than we think, or filling in the gaps and bringing about a sense of change in such a rapid pace that we are losing the capacity to understand how it's happening in some sense. Sounds like Satan trying to move Bible prophecy, uh, even though he will fall because it's all planned and God is already gonna catch him. And even though Satan thinks he probably is not going to catch him, it's so stupid. Anyways, it says the concept traces back to 1965 with the British mathematician I.J. Good proposed that an ultra intelligent machine, wowzers, could redesign itself into something far more capable than its creators, such as a self improving system. He argued would trigger an intelligence explosion that would rapidly render human cognition secondary. And it would. We've talked about this, like replacing your body with certain uh, uh, transhumanism type body parts, right? Metals and cyborgs and all kinds of stuff. We even have Elon Musk has not Starlink, Starlink, Neuralink. Even though I'm sure like Starlink could probably connect to Neuralink, and you would just be like manipulated, which would be an actual real thing, where people who are paralyzed are able to use their minds to talk and to write and to move screens. Brother, insane. Giving the ability or the like restore brain function. Insane. Insane. It's so cool. Yet, it's just like you want that to be where it goes to in the realm it does to help humans with life altering diseases. And somehow that's probably going to be used for some form of manipulation, and pain and profit. Make sure my computer doesn't turn off. Um, it says here, Altman has framed the singularity less than a single explosive event. more ongoing process already in the motion. I think it's both true that it is all one crazy exponential in any moment. Any one moment is not like the tipping point. He said it's also like somehow in another of those decisive periods where the curve can go one way or another. It's like it was when we started 10 years ago. Altman not alone in his assessment. January Tesla SpaceX chief Elon Musk wrote, "We have entered the singularity." Interesting. And far more dangerous than nukes. Those dangers are illustrated by well-known paperclip maximizer thought experiment proposed by philosopher Nick Bostrom. In the scenario, a superintelligent system tasked solely with producing paperclips could ultimately view humanity as an obstacle or resource right. The AI would realize quickly that it would be much better if there were no humans because humans might decide to switch it off and disrupt the task. Also, human bodies contain a lot of atoms, and that could be made into paper clips, brother. Come on. Anyways, that's enough of this. I just wanted to go over this right quick because as I've talked about this for a couple of years now, where this moves things on a Bible prophecy perspective of where we're going, it is all little breadcrumbs. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Breadcrumbs that add up to, a loaf of bread or a couple of loaves of bread. Or, the whole picture. It's pieces of a puzzle, a mosaic that looks broken, but when you put it together, it's going to make the picture that Bible prophecy ultimately has out for us, where we have Antichrist, one world religion, one world currency, one world government, one world order, or a new world order. We have humans not becoming obsolete, but just being used for different tasks. AI ultimately taking over, let's say not all jobs, but let's just say a portion of jobs, which you thought wouldn't happen, but it happens, and trying to make our lives easier, but instead making us, I would say, dumber, and that's the best way I could put it, more ignorant, more uh, less efficient in our critical thinking, which then will hurt our minds anyways. Critical thinking and stretching your mind and doing puzzles and things like that are all good for your brain. Did you know that? It's good for uh, like cases of not cases of it could have been like brain diseases and dementias and things like that. What happens is that we don't use the body to learn new things and to train both hemispheres of the brain. So, like, I'm doing this, right? I'm doing uh, left hand, right hand, and sometimes I can't even look. I don't know why, because it messes me up. But as you see, I'm going here, here, here. And we swap. I've shown this before, right? And we just go like this. And I'm already messing up because I'm looking. I don't know why that is. Why my brain wants to associate that if I look, it messes it up. Anyways, here, 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 right? Then we swap. Here, here, here. We go different ways. We go here, we go two. Then we go like this, which is harder because you're for some reason my body doesn't like this. Then we go. There's different ways to do it, right? You can go like this, other ways. Then it's ways of working out both sides of the brain while you're doing something and talking and moving and whatever, right? You see my hand, like sometimes I do that because my brain is trying to create ways of it's like it's exercising your brain, doing challenges, doing puzzles, things that force you to think harder, so your brain develops new neural pathways that grow, right? And you protect yourself. That's why the Word of God says, "Speak things that are positive over your mind, things that are good over your mind, things that are true, just, pure, lovely, good report, praiseworthy, a virtue." Meditate on these things. Well, when we can't meditate on things that we need to do, and we have something else doing it for us, something else that's doing the critical thinking, doing the reading, doing whatever, in a capacity where we're needed to do that, we become less efficient. We become reliant on something. Um, and for that, uh, I just think AI is working in a nefarious way where it's dumbing down society and we depend on it at some point like a god. And I don't know if that's the means of it. Who knows? Maybe that's just a byproduct of it that people are not thinking about. I'm sure people are in some sense, but I just wanted to go over this because I see this. I'm continuing to see this. You will see more of this. I use AI every single day. I use AI to help me write Excel documents because I don't want to do Excel documents. I don't care about Excel documents. And just making pretty pictures in Excel and making it look really nice. I'm doing it right now. It's just not on the screen because I turned off my screen because you don't need to be seeing my screen and my work. But I'm working with Copilot to help me write out um, Excel documents with data, ingesting data, things from our technologies that are putting in there that make reports and graphs and things that I just don't want to have time for to learn. Um, in that, the learning process is then taken out or is fast tracked. And maybe I might gain some insight on how to do it. Maybe I won't, or maybe I just become reliable on it. Do you see that? Um, when we do that with like money, when we do that with medical things, right? When we do that with surgeries, robots are going to start doing surgeries. Is that a thing? Um, we do that with spiritual advice. I'm telling you, you can just start inserting these into spaces and places. We love using that around here, and wondering what the outcomes are. And there's these benefits, and there's also these negatives, right? These things that are could be harmful and can be harmful. So, and then you know what happens when it becomes too sentient. It becomes, remember, we did like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we did the giant, where you're casting this image of the giant on this giant thing, and it would move and it would talk. The pneuma, the spirit of the beast, he puts his breath into it and it moves and it talks, right? Um, it gives power to the image. So we were like, hey, that's got to be AI. Something about that, something about it. This AI portion, this thing where demons are inhabiting it, and Satan will use this, and it's antichrist type stuff. It's beast system type stuff. I see this here, right? And it won't be called that, and it won't be shown as that. There will be breadcrumbs of that, and that's what we're paying attention to because those things matter. They so matter. Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you like the video, be sure to like the video. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.